But yeah, man. Speaking of fake AI, we might as well get into this here. So apparently, there was a trailer made for the Simpsons movie, right? Trailer was made for the damn Simpsons movie, and quite a few people thought this shit was real. Now, I probably shouldn't have gave a spoiler alert, but I like to keep my people informed. But take a look at this.
Hi there, I'm Homer Simpson. Welcome to our crazy little world. Let me introduce you to my family, friends, and some of the other colorful folks in Springfield. First up, there's my lovely wife, Marge. She's the glue that holds this family together with her patience and love. And check out her hair! Isn't it something? Next, we've got my boy, Bart. He's a little troublemaker, always getting into mischief. But deep down, he's got a heart of gold. Just don't tell him I said that. Then there's Lisa, our little genius. She's the smartest one in the family by a mile. Always reading, always thinking, and always trying to make the world a better place. Now, there's Ned Flanders, our next-door neighbor. He's a bit too perfect sometimes, but you gotta love him. We've got my buddies from work, Lenny and Carl. We share a lot of laughs at the power plant. Speaking of which, my boss, Mr. Burns, is always around to make my job interesting. And his loyal assistant, Smithers, is always by his side. Mo, the grumpy bartender at Mo.
Now, reason why this started really going around was because of the fact that they have actual people in here. What it do, Juju? They have actual people in here. Or should I say, likeness images of real people. Okay? So you have, like you see Ben Stiller here. And if the untrained eye to AI had not noticed you would pretty much think that that's actually Ben Stiller. But it's actually not. So think about this, right? We have here a trailer in which it's narrated by Adam Sandler. But it's not actually Adam Sandler. It's just an AI voice generated narration of Adam Sandler. Then we have on top of that, we have the likeness use of a few different celebrities here besides Ben Stiller. We've seen who else did we just see here? Look at this. Neil Patrick Harris. Pretty much split an image of Doogie Howser, and he's going to be playing Waylon Smithers. But then look at Steve Buscemi. Mr. Burns. Looks just like Steve Buscemi. Then you got Jordan Peele. You almost can't even tell the difference. Will Ferrell is Ned Flanders. So, if we're really going to be honest here, AI could take over as far as the box office is concerned. They really could take over, and you wouldn't even realize that it's the actual people or not.
The grumpy bartender at Moe's Tavern is where I spend a lot of my time unwinding with a Duff beer. You'll often find Barney there too, my best friend and the biggest beer lover in town. Chief Wiggum is our local law enforcement, always trying his best to keep Springfield safe. Principal Skinner runs Springfield Elementary, where Bart and Lisa go to school. He's always butting heads with Bart. Apu runs the Quickie Mart with his wife Mangela. He's always got a friendly smile and a quick, "Thank you, come again." Milhouse Van Houten is Bart's best friend. He's a bit of a nerd and always gets dragged into Bart's schemes, but he's loyal to the end. Otto Mann is the bus driver who gets our kids to school. He's a bit of a rocker and loves his heavy metal music, but he always gets the kids there, safely most of the time. Reverend Timothy Lovejoy is the pastor at the First Church of Springfield. He's there to guide us spiritually, though sometimes he seems a bit jaded. Dr. Julius Hibbert is our family doctor. He's always got a laugh, even when he's giving bad news. And boy, do we visit him often with all our injuries and mishaps. So that's the gang. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome to Springfield.
And like I said, people pretty much went on a rave. What made me talk about this was the fact that a couple of people on my timeline were sharing this and thinking that this was actually real. A live action Simpsons movie was coming, right? But I also thought about Black Mirror. If anybody has seen the show Black Mirror, you would remember that there was an episode, I believe season 6, episode 1, in which there was a character named Joan who was pretty much her life was told on this fake Netflix called Streamberry. And every single day she would come home to watch her pretty much a mirror version played by Selma Hayek of her on the TV show. And it was her everyday life. It wasn't just her work life, it was everything she was doing. But what ended up happening was it ended up affecting her real life because people started to hear what she actually thought of her coworkers, of her friends, and things like that. So imagine someone hearing your actual thoughts and you have some negative shit to say about them, right? And it just comes out on a show how you actually feel about them. Imagine that. So Selma Hayek pretty much goes to the Streamberry director. And she's like, "Hey, you got me taking shits at people's jobs and doing this, that, and the third. Like, yo, I didn't sign up for this, but we did sign you up for this because we paid to use your likeness."
I have to say that actually, legally, the Streamberry Corporation can do this.
What? How?
Trust me, I'm as shocked as you are.
But the show is using my life. It's my name, it's my career, it's me. They're using me. So
And you assign them the right to exploit all of that.
what? When?
Terms and conditions.
I have never seen this before.
You have. You just haven't seen it printed out before. All of that would have popped up on your phone or whatever when you first signed up to Streamberry, and you clicked accept.
But I mean, I had
Think about that, right? And we that was also covered in the Iron Sky Coming Race movie. How people don't ever read the terms and conditions of they shit, and they just hit the fucking accept. Perfect example here where someone just hits accept and accepted the streaming service to use their likeness any way that they wanted.
no. How was I supposed to know this?
I know, but you did accept it, and so they're in the clear.
No. They can't do this to me.
There are only so many ways for me to tell you that they absolutely can.
Okay, well, Selma Hayek.
She licensed her image to them. The entire show is CGI. It's generated by some kind of super advanced, deep fake quantum computer mumbo jumbo.
Right, so it's all computers.
That's how they get it on the surface so fast.
But how do they even know what I'm doing? It's the same day.
Well, you know when you got your phone face down on the table and you're in your kitchen and you're talking to your friend about, I don't know, shoe deodorizers. And then, you go on your computer and what pops up? A shoe deodorizing ad.
Yeah. So?
That's how they know.
Okay. But but the show makes stuff up about me. Right? It embellishes things. It makes me look worse than I really am. So, defamation.
There's something about creating characters and dialogue for dramatic purposes.
Exactly. So there's no way around that. There's absolutely no way around it. So you said Disney is actually doing that right now too, where they're taking people's likeness and see, you can't even put that past Disney doing that. You can't put Disney past that because I expect Disney of all people to start that trend to where they don't want to put it like this, right? They're trying to avoid the Nickelodeon shit. Imagine if there was a doc on Disney. Imagine if there was a doc on the fucking Disney kids. Do y'all notice how many Disney kids are either dead, in jail, or on fucking drugs? Just think about that. Probably the only sane Disney kid I can think of right now was Justin Timberlake. That's the only goddamn Disney kid I can think. He don't even really count. I'm just saying, it ain't too many survivors of the Disney kids because they all were part of the 27 Club. All of them, literally, damn, all of them were a part of the 27 Club. So it's like promotion to make her bigger than what she is. Well, so the thing with this particular scenario was you can use a person's likeness however you actually want. So the streaming service was able to use her image whatever in whichever way they wanted, regardless if it was Selma Hayek playing her as the character. Selma Hayek wasn't even in the actual show herself, and Selma Hayek had some words about it saying, hey, you can't use my goddamn face like this. Well, actually, we can. Gave her the same exact explanation that she's getting, pretty much. And once you sign that contract to where you turn over your actual likeness and whatnot. So, perfect example, right? Merchandise. You know how most artists will sign over their rights for merchandising and whatnot, saying we can use your likeness for the merchandising and whatnot. We'll put the shit together for you and wrap it up and whatnot. Just make sure it's good. That's pretty much what this is. That's pretty much what this is right here.
I agree. I hate to say it, but this thing is watertight.
Oh my God.
They got you every which way and then some. My advice is to try and ignore it.
What the fuck kind of advice is that?
It's the only kind I got.
Hi, guys. Hey, how you doing out there? Cool. Fuck!
But yeah, man. I just wanted people to be a little bit more informed as far as how AI is starting to take over. AI is definitely taking over quicker than most people want to realize. Especially when you're able to make entire trailers with people's faces with actual stars like that. So imagine us having an entire movie that's actually made. So think about this, right? What if there was an actual live action Simpsons movie that was made and we didn't know it was AI? What if the studio actually paid that gentleman that made that AI creation, right? What if they put a little bit of money behind him and said, hey, we're going to actually make a full production of this. We don't have to have Adam Sandler in it. We don't have to have any of those other people in it. We can actually make it look like it's other people. We can use other stars. We can use brand new stars. We can make up some names and make brand new stars. We can make a bunch of what do you call it? What was that, AI Mecca? Remember that rapper AI Mecca? I think it was. Can make a bunch of those, but real life versions. That's my thing. It's the fact that humans are pretty much becoming so obsolete. So obsolete. Humans, the value of humans in seeing actual people is just decreasing more and more and more to where people don't even really care to see the real thing anymore. People don't care to see the real people anymore. But like this, I could be AI right now. I could be AI right now. How many of you would actually know? You wouldn't. You wouldn't necessarily even know.